Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be doing something different. I am going to be doing two things that I love. I'm going to be talking and I'm going to be eating one of my favorite meals in the whole world. I'm a rice addict. I love rice. I go to a new place and instead of trying something new, I would want to eat rice with whatever stew or whatever sauce or whatever thing that they have. We're going to be doing a mukbang. So before we officially start this video, I want to thank the Lord God Almighty for providence, for providing. I just made this a couple of minutes ago and I'm going to devour it. I am hungry as heck. I haven't eaten since morning and I should have actually done this mukbang in my living room or my dining area, but everybody's around. Today is October 1st, so today is Nigeria's independence. Let me just start eating as we're talking. So I have a bottle of Coke and I forgot to bring an opener, so I'm just going to use my teeth. Don't cry for me, it's a normal thing. I know my mom is watching this video, she will say you shouldn't be drinking Coke. I don't take Coke all the time. I can't remember when last I had Coke. So I have fried rice. I'm going to be eating fried rice. I have bananas. I love bananas with my rice. So I have fried rice, bananas, and I have fried beef. Will I be able to talk? I haven't made fried rice in like 2 months. This is very strange because at some point, if you guys have been watching my vlogs, it was like a tradition. We always have fried rice on Sundays, but then I don't know, we just say, oh, we feel like eating fried rice, and then we never make it. Cheers. When I started this video, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about, but I just said as the video goes on, I'll probably figure something out. So I was on Facebook a couple of days ago and there's this lady I follow on Facebook. My name is Essie. She had this scandal some years ago where she came out and she kind of exposed a pastor, the pastor of Koza, Biodu Fato Igbo or something, and she openly talked about how they both had a relationship and the guy was married, how the guy, it was a really long article that I read, how they both went to London together and how she would go to his hotel room and then the guy would demand for things. And when he came out, the guy, I think the guy denied it, his wife came out, they denied it and all of that. So I started following her after I read that story online. And then she got married to this guy, what's his name, Ben Ark. He's a presenter with, I think, is it Cool FM? No, not Cool FM. I can't remember, one of these popular radio stations. She got married to him and then they have 2 children together. So I've been following her on Facebook. She's been my friend on Facebook for a really long time. And then there was this day where she posted that she said, isn't it funny how women start to look better after a divorce? And I did a screenshot and then I posted it on my WhatsApp story. And people were commenting, people were like, very true. And then I have a friend who's going through a divorce right now who was saying that's the same case with her. And then I was just thinking, like, there was something my husband did and I was like, that's the reason why women get old in marriages, like you see. And then I remember that someone also left the same comment during a particular red carpet show with Dominic and then some other single Nigerian actresses were like on the red carpet and people were commenting. People were like, the reason why they look that good is because they don't have husbands and they don't have children. And if that is not the truth, I can't tell you guys how true that is. Cheers to everybody with husbands and children. And people were in the comment, people were on about it, like husbands and children age you After I posted that on Facebook, a couple of weeks later, she came on Facebook and then she just told everybody that she was no longer with her husband. She was separated. She had moved to Abuja, and she was practically trying to balance, or practically trying to figure out how to live this new life and all that. So, marriage is a very tricky thing. It's so tricky. It's complicated. There are times in marriages where things happen and then people would ask you to leave, because to the outsiders it's like it's way too much. It's just too much stuff for you to stay. But then you in the marriage know that it's not that bad. It's not as bad as people actually see it as. And there are things that have happened in people's marriages. Who are successful in their marriages today, there are things that they will tell you that have happened in their marriages, and you ask them why they are still in those marriages. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? So this is going to happen very often because of this coke I'm drinking. So that's why I say marriage is very complicated. There are things that would happen and then people will be like, why are you still in that marriage? But then to you it's like, we've been through very, very tough things, maybe things that are even worse than this thing that you heard about, things that you would not want to forgive, and you just have to forgive because you have to move on, because that's the only way to move on. It's when you forgive. It's the only way to move on. Yes, in marriages there are good times, but when the bad time comes, you might cry, you would think, you would worry, you would wrinkle, and when the good time comes, your smile is not going to straighten those wrinkles out. Okay, your smile is not going to straighten the wrinkles. Once the wrinkles come, they are there. Nothing's going to do them, nothing's going to take them back. So I don't think people understand the gravity, understand how serious it is to actually live and cope with another person's shit. People don't understand. People just see it as how romantic they make it look in the movies, or how beautiful we see it in our head. It's like girl and boy moving together, you know, wake up together, the sun, the reflection of the sun just shines in on their bed, and they are cuddled up together, and they get up, they give each other a peck, they go to the bathroom, they brush their teeth, they have their bath, the husband wears his wife's necklace for her, and then she has gotten his suit ready and his bag ready, and when he's going they peck each other and they, my sister. Far from it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that when you get married there won't be romantic times, or there won't be those really nice boyfriend girlfriend times, but then when you get into a marriage and you start to face real life situations where you have children, you have to pay the bills, you have to buy them clothes, you have to think of their welfare, you have to pay their school fees, you have to figure out if you want to stay home with them or you want to get a nanny. You're looking forward to so many other things. You start to plan their future from when they are small. You start to think of what schools you want them to go to. You start to try to work towards those things. When you are hit with real life situations like that, my sister, romance is one of the last things on your mind. Before I got married, I wanted to, I don't know, a lot of things I wanted to do are things I didn't do. But I always wanted to, like, even when I was in school, I remember telling my friends, I would say when I get married, I don't want to have children till like 3 years into my marriage. And I really wanted it. Just surprised at how smart I actually was to say that kind of thing. Because I was like, I kept on saying it. I was saying when I get married, I don't want to have children at least till about 3 years into my marriage. And I remember my roommates would tell me, God forbid, don't say that kind of thing, no, because you can go into the marriage and then you start looking for children, and because of what you just said, it might not happen. And now I'm like, really, I would have actually wanted that. So you guys get to enjoy each other. You enjoy your marriage when you don't have children. It's such a good time to bond, understand each other, and just explore and experiment and understand what both of you are about before you now bring in extra human beings. And I feel when you have children and you start having really trying times, you're able to just go back to those times when you guys were alone and you guys enjoyed each other's company and all of that. So I don't know, that's just how I feel. And if I could do this life again, I would definitely get married and not have children till like 5 years into my marriage. Along the line they married, if I feel like I'm ready for children, then I would. And there has to be a concrete reason why I'm ready for children. It has to be either that I feel lonely or I don't know, there has to just be a very concrete reason why I would want to now have a child. Or maybe my husband wants a child and then I've, you know, completely given into the fact that okay, we can have children now because I'm having children. But if not, I want to go at least 5 years into my marriage without having children. So there's this couple on Instagram that I follow. Not a couple anyway, I follow the wife, Kimberly. Her handle is Naturally Fashionable. I've been following her for so many years. She's been married for about 12 years, I think. About 12 years, and they don't have children. And when things like that happen, sometimes you feel like, okay, maybe the woman has fertility issues. But then, she mentioned on her Insta story a couple of weeks ago, she said, she was talking about something about how the world is changing and how the world is becoming so unsafe for people to even bring children into. And she was saying, this is the exact reason why she and her husband don't want to have children. And that's when I realized that's actually her choice to not have children. And then she mentioned something like that they enjoy the life that they live together, they enjoy traveling. They were living in America, but I think they moved to Kuwait a couple of months ago, and I think they've come back to America once and then they are back. I think the man works in Kuwait or something. They got married knowing that they both wanted to really enjoy life, and that's exactly what they are doing. They're having a good time. They're enjoying life so much. And I feel along the line, if they feel the need to have a child, then I think she'll probably have a child. All I'm saying is just be very intentional about your decisions. Be very intentional. Don't live life like there's a particular timetable or that there's a particular what's the word? Like there's a step-by-step procedure. There's no step-by-step procedure. Just do things how they are best, how they are most comfortable for you. Do things how it will suit you in the long run. If you get married now and your pocket says it's not time to have a child, please don't have a child because you feel people will start asking you tomorrow, when are you having children? Children are high maintenance. The worst thing you can do is to have them and not be able to take care of them. So be intentional about that decision. When you get married, sit down, think, are we ready to have children now? Will my job allow me to have children now? Do I want to leave my job now? Have I actually saved up enough to not be frustrated if I ask my husband for money? Those are things you should think of. And these are decisions that you will make on your own, and then when you and your husband come together, you table it out before him. So when the time comes, you sit down and then you bring yours and he brings his, and then you guys kind of merge together and figure out what works best for you. I met people who want to have children just because in Nigeria it's a thing that you must have 3 children or 4 children. Nigerian culture just amazes me sometimes. And I agree that when we were children, we thought that was the normal thing. Like when I was small, I said I want 2 boys and 2 girls because it looks cute. To have 2 boys and 2 girls, it's balanced that way. So it's like you have it all. But then as a grown up, when you are growing old enough to have sense to realize that children are not just cute, they are a lot of work. Who have one child in Nigeria, it's like people will be like, what? How can you have one child? Right now, it's just it's so different, it's so odd for them. And for people who make that decision, I salute you guys. You guys are the strongest and you are the wisest. Because if you don't plan your future, man, things will mess you up. Life will mess you up. Life will mess you up. Boom. This food was so good. I don't find my meat is dry, but I think I forgot it. It's drier than normal. Next thing is to go and sleep. Wow, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed doing it because food and gist go so well together with a bottle of Coke. Not sponsored though, but Coca-Cola. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.